Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love is Blind UK Season 2, Episode 5.
Listen here, I need you to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Listen, we've seen all the episodes. So we only going to talk about this episode. Do not spoil it in the comments for people who are late. You get what I'm saying? But you ready to get through this episode? This episode was pretty short, but let's get to it.
All right. So everyone's been enjoying their vacation. Kieran and Megan have a chat, and she hasn't had good experiences with guys, so he knows he has to build trust with her.
Okay.
Megan says that she sees her mom, and her mom has had a hard time with guys as well, and her mom is now alone. And that all pretty much shapes her view on guys and dating. He is super into her and says that he loves her. She's into him, but not ready to say I love you yet.
Do you have a problem with that?
I really don't, because only say it if you mean it. So I didn't mind that, and I'm glad that she communicated pretty much that she wasn't ready to.
Yeah.
And I think even in her conversation, I don't think his I love you was out of place, but I think that the conversation led to the fact that she is a little bit more guarded when it comes to men. So,
yeah. With me, with this show, we can agree everybody's crazy. Right, to sign up for a show to where you actually get engaged to somebody that you don't see, you propose to them behind a wall, and then you got to get married within 2 to 3 weeks or however long it is. I think you have to fully commit to the crazy, right? This is just showing me, how come you're not fully committed to the crazy?
Yeah.
You can't have no type of normality in this crazy experience. So this whole thing of, you know what, I kind of don't feel it yet. What do you mean? When you put your name on that paper to be a wife or to potentially be a wife and things like that, you basically say like, hey, I'm going to go through this process basically open to feeling it as quick as possible. So I would probably just be more inquisitive if I was him. Like, what would get you there? You get what I'm saying? Because listen, I'm crazy and I'm expecting to be with someone who's crazy like me. So what would get you there in this short period of time? Because for regular folks, it would take time.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing that they don't have. You get what I'm saying? They don't have time on their side.
We move on to Cal and Srover. He's only dated British women in the past, but he's here for a reason, and he feels like he did find love. Srover agrees that they're growing stronger in their connection, and Cal feels like they have the strongest connection. He did find it strange that Katisha chose Javin, and he hopes that she made the right decision.
Why does that matter?
Cal, you're getting weird now.
Yeah.
You already had a conversation with her. I don't know why you guys have to be the strongest connection. Y'all can just be happy with what y'all got. I don't know why there's comparison going on. He's getting a little weird now.
But listen here. I said be crazy. Don't be weird.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because comparison is the thief of what?
Joy.
So now you trying to make it a goal to potentially pull up a facade, because if it will let everybody know we are the strongest couple and the best couple, then you won't have full attention on your own relationship.
And what's scary to that too is that you could be putting up a facade in order to make Srover feel like you guys are in a place that you might necessarily not feel like you're truly in that place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Y'all have other issues besides trying to come out as the best couple amongst y'all group of friends. It's really stupid.
So Katisha tells Javin about her chat with Cal and why she chose Javin over Damola. Javin says Cal is just somebody who says what's on his mind.
Okay.
So he doesn't even really let it affect him that much.
No, he don't.
Barda talks about how she usually takes lead in her relationships. He prefers to leave. Jed prefers to lead in his relationships. And she tells him that it'll take her some time to get used to that because she is a very independent person.
Yeah, I need people to, I understand people love to use the word independent, but I really need people to really define that for me, right? I expect my partner to be independent to a point. Right. So when you say you are independent, or even when it comes down to leading and things like that, like, does that mean you lead in everything, or do you lead in the things that you do well? Like, that's why I need you to specify. I have no problem with, let's say if Blair wants to do this or Blair want to do that. I want someone to be independent, because an adult should have some type of independency besides dependency on your partner. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes down to leading, that's something different, because you can lead and still like not really specify how independent you are. They just need to know what are their strong suits, and hey, where do I fit in your strong suits? Oh, you're strong in this area, and you're stronger than me in this area. That take honesty, right? You're stronger than me in this area, so that means, you know what, you're gonna lead in this area. You're great at budgeting and finances, so you're gonna lead in that. I'm great in this. I'm great in actually making sure that we have break time and things like that, vacations or something like that. So I'm gonna lead that. There is room for both people to lead.
Yeah.
one person don't have to lead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that with Barda and a lot of women who I feel like who rely and live in their independence and their strength and their leadership, it makes me wonder, for her, why would you sign up for this?
Yeah.
If you can do everything by yourself, if you can do bad all by yourself, if you don't need a man, then why do you want a partner? What is something that you want a partner to bring into your life? And I think that Barda, she has said in conversations with Jed that she wants him, and that's why she wants to be around him. She doesn't necessarily need him, but she wants him. But I don't know. I still don't love the whole phrase of "I don't need you." You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, it just makes it seem like you could do without the person. I understand the want of just basically, I choose you, I find you important, I enjoy spending my time with you. But the thing is, if you want to do life with somebody, then I think like front loading the conversation with independence and not needing is it rubs me the wrong way. I'm just like, it doesn't feel like a partnership when you talk like that.
And then to your point, if not only did you sign up for a process, you sign up for the most extreme process, to where it's like, I'm going to marry someone without seeing them and then going to lead with independence. The problem with that, to your point, Blair, is that if you're leading with I don't need, or like you're leading with your independence, then you go kind of see every situation as a situation to fight.
And that's what I think too.
And I'm just like, I ain't trying to fight my partner now.
And that's where I agree with you, is I feel like grown people, women, men, adults should be independent and capable of living their life independently.
Of course.
And I think that, yes, there are where your partner could be strong in different areas than you are. But if you were to be the person alone, head of your household, you can get everything done. But to me, that's not a conversation worth having when you're discussing partnership. I think that is one thing to say, like, yeah, I'm a person who gets stuff done. I'm, pretty consistent. I'm pretty dedicated. These are the things that I like to do and the way I like to do things, but I'm open to changing. I'm open to accepting someone else in my life and shifting roles. Like I don't have to do it this way.
That's true.
So we get to the next day, and it's the last full day of vacation. We have the mixer, and we learn that Ashley's dad has never met any of her boyfriends, and she's going to be introducing Billy as her fiance. Javin talks about how he wants to get married, but if they aren't ready, this journey isn't going to be over for them. And Katisha agrees.
Now, this is what I don't understand, right? When we sign up for a show like this, we have to agree that, hey, we're going to fully jump into the craziness. What do you mean you already have these type of thoughts, Javin, that, oh, if it don't work out, you know what, that's not the end of the journey. And then for Katisha to agree, like, yeah. I'm like, Katisha, he thinks you're stupid. And it's kind of hard for me to really feel bad for you, because you can't really put into words why you chose him. Outside of you just waking up the next day and just choosing something different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you signed up, if let's say y'all never met each other. Let's say y'all never met each other. Y'all are at your house online putting in your application, or recruiters are calling y'all. I'm sure one of the questions are you ready to be married?
Yeah.
Because at the end, there's an altar.
There's a wedding. So how did we get to episode 5 and you're already talking about, you know what? If we get there, we get there. If not, I'm cool with that. And I'm just like, no, you need to submit and fully jump into the craziness of this experience. So this already lets me know that y'all are basically half-stepping with this experience altogether. And Katisha just going with it. Like, it's almost as if she just like there. She's there so she won't get fined. Yeah. Basically. So the guys talk, and Kieran wants to hear I love you before the wedding.
Yeah.
Javin thinks that that's a heavy word for him, and he hasn't even said it yet. Billy doesn't know if he could go to dating after the wedding because he came here to get married.
Because he's crazy. He's fully gave into the craziness of it. Okay.
Cal said that Damola got the rug pulled from under him, and he asked Javin, do you ever think of him? Cal, you're being weird. Why would Javin think of Damola? And even if him and Katisha have had conversations about him, why would I share that with you? So that way you can feel like the strongest couple even more?
Yeah.
So Javin explains to him that they did speak about it, and he wonders how she changed her mind so quickly. Cal said, look, she already blindsided you in a good way, but there could be another one in the cards for you.
Here's the thing. He's not wrong, because at the end of the day, we saw how Javin was in the pods.
Yeah.
He did not come in preparing to propose. He basically gave her an out of saying, I guess I just finished my drink by myself. You get what I'm saying? I thought it was a good line, but I didn't think it was a good enough line for her to be like, you know what? No, I'll marry you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was a good line for him to protect his ego while at the same time basically dealing with the reality that he wasn't chosen.
Yeah.
Right? But it just seems like, hey, there is something to, if you can blindside somebody in that way, or if there's no real strong points of your decisions, then you make decisions and you don't know why you make them.
Exactly.
So even if it supports me or it goes against me, you just doing things just to do things. So in this moment, I think he's learning slowly but surely that Katisha is her name.
Yeah.
It's just a pretty face. Like there's nothing really there that really spins in her brain to make you go, oh, you made this choice because of this. Okay, Damola, he got you flowers, he did this, he did that, he did this, he talked about it in the quarters and things like that about how he felt sure, and yet you proposed to me. I guess. I think he's putting the puzzle together like this doesn't make sense. And while it doesn't make sense, I'm not going to make sense of it. I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he is curious to know what she said to give Damola that confidence.
Yeah.
Katisha and Ashley talk, and Ashley asks, like, are you good? Like, have y'all said I love you yet? And they have not. Katisha says that she couldn't say yes to someone who wasn't 100% about her, and Javin was moving at a pace that she was comfortable with, and she felt at peace with her decision. But y'all, then she starts crying.
Why are you crying?
I didn't know why she was crying, because if you're happy with your decision, then what are the tears about?
Yeah.
Katisha says she just needs to feel calm. Everything just feels very chaotic. And Ashley asks if she's ready to marry him. She feels that she's ready to marry Javin, and then she asks Ashley, but why do you ask? Ashley says, look, you're just going to marry this guy for the rest of your life. And Katisha just doesn't want to be the villain in the situation. She came in here for herself, and she made a decision for herself.
What is your thoughts on the scene, Blair?
Number one, I don't really appreciate how people are questioning Katisha in this way, because Ashley, you're about to marry a stranger just like Katisha about to marry a stranger. So we're all in the same boat. You really can't come to me with no wisdom of sitting in the same seat next to me. Okay. But at the same time, Katisha, if you're happy with your choice, then why do you weep when asked about it? I swear I don't understand. I think she knows that Javin is like a lot of the guys in her past who really didn't have to do much to get her. And so I think that she's kind of starting to feel guilty or unsure of her decision, or like she said, she doesn't want to be the villain, but who cares? You came in here for yourself, but it seems like she just lacks confidence. So,
no one brought up the word villain except for her, which leads me to believe that when I was dating, and things like that, one thing I used to always tell girls whenever they start to cry, I'd be like, tears don't move me. Because, believe it or not, people weaponize their tears. You know what I'm saying? Katisha come off as that type of person. Because I think she thought she was about to feel pressure from Ashley.
Oh, so she cried.
So she cried. She cried to basically give like the kind of how like a porcupine got spikes and stuff like that.
Stop the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. To where Ashley wasn't even going to really like.
She just asked her question.
Because you got to think about it. She just had this conversation with Kyle.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So now she's getting questioned about a decision that she made. I don't think it's so much about doubt, because I don't even think that she is smart enough in the moment to even to recognize that she may have made a bad decision. I think she just don't like the pressure of the conversation of being questioned. So she's using the tears to make people feel sorry for her, to feel compassionate, besides people being like, because it quickly went from why did you make that decision to, oh, let me give you a hug. The conversation completely turned on its head, right? So everything that Katisha said, outside of her not being as smart, she's a liar.
Okay.
Right? like she said that she couldn't say yes to someone she wasn't 100% about. Javin was moving at a pace she was comfortable with, and she felt at peace with him. That does not mean that he was the best decision.
Right.
You're comfortable with being in these type of situations.
That's crazy.
You're at peace with the familiarity of like the guys that she said, I'm not putting words in her mouth, that she said that she dealt with in her past, right? So basically, like, it just shows that, oh, you're just making decisions. and there's really no facts that you are putting to your decisions to support why you made that decision. Besides, I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's the best decision, though.
So everyone's packing, getting ready to go home.
Yeah.
Katisha brings up her chat with Ashley to Javin, and Javin tells her, "You're a grown woman. You make your own decisions, so it really doesn't matter what they say, right?" And she says, "Yeah." But,
I'm a grown woman.
But she's not even confident in that. She's just like, "Well, yeah." So, like, Katisha,
listen,
what is actually going on?
I'm gonna tell you a secret that like a lot of people know. Once a guy confirms in his head that basically the person that he's dealing with is inept, right? He's gonna have fun with you. You are gonna be his little boy toy and things of that nature, because he don't have to respect you to the level that you are demanding, because you don't even demand that type of respect for yourself. That's why when he said you a grown woman, why are you crying? So now he's looking at you like, why are you crying over this situation?
Exactly. Like if I was your partner, I would feel like, oh, so you don't feel confident in me? But somebody asked you a question about me and your choice for me, and you start crying. Exactly. Like I would feel terrible. I'd be like, well, it sounds like you don't want me.
Yeah. Now, granted, I'm saying this even though by episode 5, I'm 100% off Katisha. That doesn't mean I'm on Javin's side, but I can see why he's acting the way he's acting. He's like, oh, I don't have to be serious with an unserious person.
I don't feel like he was going to be serious regardless.
Maybe. But at the same time, a serious person wouldn't have chose him in the pods. Facts. Because he did not give enough to be chosen. Right. He gave I can take it or leave it type of attitude. I can't have a take it or leave it type of experience when there's a wall between us. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You got to give me more. So that's why I'm like, how can y'all have these type of problems when it comes down to pace and basically how comfortable you are, where basically I'm like, so Damola was going too fast for you? Like that's why I'm like, I don't really understand her point. But at the same time, I'm happy she didn't pick D, because he definitely dodged a bullet with her. Oh, for sure. For sure. So I'm happy that Javin got her. Yeah. And not D, you know?
So everyone moves into their apartments. Ashley and Billy are looking forward to meeting each other's family, and she has to tell her dad where she's been and that she has a fiance.
That's weird to me.
Kieran and Megan are checking out each other's Instagrams, and they both be thirst trapping.
Oh, okay.
Barda teaches Jed how to cook a dish, and she's happy to share the love, the culture, the food. They have a lot of similarities in their cultures, and it makes them feel like home when they share those similarities.
Nice. I like that.
Now, Katisha talks to Javin, and she doesn't see why people can't stay out of their business. Javin says, I see why. Because Damola was very confident when things ended up flipping the next day, and he asked her what she said. And all she can scrounge up from that conversation, because she said a lot, but the only thing she could scrounge up is that she told him not to worry. And Javin explains, well, the fact that you told him not to worry, you know, it would make him wonder why you would want to switch up on him.
Dude, you know what's so funny about this conversation? This also confirms to me that he thinks she's stupid. Because now he is saying her lines. Yeah. Now he is, mind you, he is the winner between D and him for the girl. But now he's defending the guy. Yeah. On some like, why do you think, you, Katisha, why do you think, you know, people are questioning the relationship and things like that?
And I'm like, why is she looking? Okay, let me put it this way. I don't know what Katisha has been through in her past. Yeah. But it looks like she fears the truth. Or she feels accountability, or she fears honesty. So I don't know if things happened to her when those things were discussed, and that's why she doesn't come straight out and just have like forthcoming conversations. But it's like she's afraid to like speak like reality. I don't understand it. Like it's actually frustrating.
She is a Rubik's Cube because you could do everything right and it still be wrong at the end. Like 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 with her. Yeah. So that's why he's trying to walk her through, because she's like, why are people questioning us about our relationship? Yeah. He's trying to walk her through. Look here, dum. Okay. They are questioning you because of, okay, what did you say to D? Or the last thing that you remember saying to D? I don't know. I told him I was confident in my decision and don't worry.
Ding, ding, ding.
You don't think people won't question that? Do you not think that he will come into the quarters and tell people and actually like be like, hey, I got her. That's why I did not plan a proposal. That's why I came in preparing for you to break up with me. Do you see?
Mm-hmm.
She like, oh, yeah. So that's why I'm like, oh, yeah. He already made a decision in his head that you will never have my last name. Now, granted, I'm not saying that anyone deserves his last name right now. But for her, I'm like, yeah. Like, something is off with her. And listen, we going to figure out more throughout the episodes and things like that. But I'm like, she don't really see or even remember the conversation she had with D.
Right. I'm like, that's all you can.
That's weird.
And clearly, Javin knows, well, if she remembers that, then there's clearly more that was said.
Yeah, exactly.
So Ashley and Billy end up meeting with her dad.
Yeah.
She tells her dad that Billy's her fiance, explained how they met through Love is Blind. And dad is shocked. And I thought he looked a little mad, too.
Yeah. Here's the thing about it. I really don't. I talk to my sister every day. Literally every day. Hours on end, right? Mm-hmm. If I go away to where my phone is taken away from me for a period of time, she's going to figure out or wonder, where am I?
Yeah.
So I'm like, people don't tell their family that they going on Love is Blind?
I guess some people
or like at least that they signing up for it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We will find out in the next episode. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above.
Bye.